So happy to have you all. So much love to each of you. So let's go ahead and dive on in. First of all, I'm sending so much love to your light. Thank you for you being here on planet Earth in this now moment with all of this wild ride of which we are co-creating a new Earth. Here we go. Yippity, yippity, yippity. I want you to know that you are not alone and that you hold such a significant piece of this magic pie that we're creating on this earth right now. My guidance keeps saying, I tuned in with them this morning and they were saying, you just, in time, you will know the significant role that you are playing. It is extraordinary beyond anything you have ever embarked upon, and this journey of spirits encompassing human being in this place and time. So step two of your ascension. What is the next necessary step that must be mastered, or at least embodied? Right? We're moving from this embracing concepts to the embodying of the full understanding of concepts, because this is how we create. We don't think it, we feel it. And the thing that you must move into for step two is trust. Before anything else, you find your presence in step one, and then you must trust. And that's perhaps one of the hardest steps, right? To trust, to hand it over, to know that there's something within you and beyond you and in co-creation with you that is greater than you, or that is remembering. Trust and remembrance tied together. You must remember that you are a significant soul expression having this, what feels like limited, contracted kind of human experience, right? So you must trust. And trust in the remembrance. And this is soul level, right? This is soul level. And it seems like most human beings on the planet right now are being given a significant opportunity to trust at the next level, because everything's reorganizing, right? We have deconstruction of the old happening in, of, and around us. And then we have this yet unknown, right? And I mean, on a personal level, on a global level, if you're not in some kind of transition or transformation, or something isn't just somewhat destabilized, then perhaps you've already gone through, perhaps you've already been through the dark night of your soul, if you will. But it's reorganization time, right? So we can get to the rise or the release. And so a couple of tools for trusting is that, first of all, getting into your memory banks through meditation, through prayer, through connection to the earth, through sitting in the stillness and the being of presence, through nature, remembering that you are never alone, that there is divine force, source, and frequency that is moving through you, with you, of you all the time. So if you're not stabilizing in the place, they're saying, where you can trust thyself fully yet, then can you trust divinity? Can you trust source? Can you trust God, goddess, creation, creator, whatever it is for you? Can you trust at the next level? Because your memory banks, your soul's memory banks, they're saying, are filled with trust. Where the lack of trust comes from is the third dimensional mind frequency or mind sequence of the programming that says it's not safe. You have to be in survival mode, right? All those old densities of third dimensionality are what are collapsing. But your soul remembers. This is why we call it the remembering, right? Remembrance, awakening to remember what's alive within you. Your soul knows that you are always cared for, that everything is always working out for you. Is it always comfortable? No. And most of that discomfort is because of a lack of trust. And I'm witnessing it in my own being as everything is changing, this desire to hold on to something, because if I hold on to that, then I know that I'm safe. If I hold on to this, I know I'm safe. And that's what creates it's created through fear, and it creates a destabilization. So whenever we're operating or reaching or grabbing, it's that old survival instinct. We have to grab onto something to feel safe. That's what's dying away. You are fundamentally safe at soul level. And when you find trust, you can take that pause, right? You can find your patience because you trust and you know that everything is coming. And if the indicator for the next step has not presented itself fully to you, and maybe there's lots of indicators, like there's lots of places you can put your feet when you're operating from fear to grab something. Maybe I could go here, maybe I could grab that, or maybe this is the one or the person or the thing or the opportunity, right? We want to grab. But how you know that you're in true resonance is that it feels really solid and good in your body. This is why presence is first. You have to get out of the mind and get into the deep well of your infinite knowing that vibrates through the cells of your body. Does it feel completely good? You know that is the step for which you are to walk on. And so you must trust. You must trust that what you desire is coming. You must trust that what you're being called to let go of is safe to let go of. You must trust your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, that you have the capacity to feel what is in alignment with you in any given moment. And when something feels good, and then the mind goes, but, right, all the reasons why it's not or it can or it shouldn't, or, oh, all those shoulds, right? The shoulding all over ourselves. So trust brings you into the remembrance of who you are as a sacred sovereign being at soul level. Do you trust? And you are being called, we are being called, summoned to trust at a level that is exponentially greater than we've ever been called to before. And it's affecting every expression. You know, where you live, with whom you live, how you express yourself, your purpose, your body, your mind, your creative expressions, your children, your future, your past, like everything. It's all of it. Right? Do you trust? So what they said to as well this morning was it is essential so that you seek for proof that things are always working out for you. So the mind really, really tends to take us into all the proof, all the reasons why we need to not trust, right? We use the past to inform the future, but we usually reach for the morsels of the past that prove for the discord, or that prove for, oh, this is hard. Oh, this is going to be hard. It was hard before. It took that long to do that before. Oh, that never happened before. Oh, that's never. So we move to the past to prove for the future. You can just as easily move to the past to seek to inform the future where everything is working. Because I would bet that in your memory banks, there is more proof of how the universe is co-creating with you in a way that serves you than for the morsels of pain that your pain body wants to attach to tell you why you can't, you shouldn't, or it's not safe for you. And we get to choose in every moment, and how the portal of which we choose through is trust. If I am in a space where I trust, can I seek to the past to glean all of the proof of how everything always worked out? No matter how uncomfortable, no matter how disorienting, everything always works out. It always works out in the end. It always works. So that seeking for proof of the possibilities is just as available to you as the seeking for proof of why, of fear. And what we know, because we're evolved beings, is the pathway to this new earth, to this ascension, to this elevation, to this highest expression of humanity that's birthing through you, is that we must find our remembrance. We must find trust. And we must believe. Do you believe? You are choosing in every moment where you're putting your energy. You are in co-creation. You are never alone. You're co-creating with every other human being, every other sentient being, every other living, breathing organism on planet Earth and beyond. There are guides and angels and fairy and fae and light beings and ancestors and spirits and all of humanity. Like, you are never alone. And when you tune into the trust of your soul's wisdom, it will set you in the right frequency to be ready for step 3, which I will present to you tomorrow. So tune in. Step 3 will come tomorrow, but first we get presence from step 1. Next, we find the deep faith, the deep trust, the infinite remembrance. I am a creator at soul level, and everything is always working with me, through me, and for me for greatest good, highest joy, highest good, greatest joy. It's all here. It's all here, and you get to choose in every moment. And sometimes those moments are a little harder than others. That's why we gather together in spaces like this, so we can remind each other in our remembrance of who we actually are and what is actually possible. I am sending so much love to your light. Wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing, please know that you're not alone. Know that the trust and the faith that I hold within me shall be exchanged with that which is alive within you, because where we go, we all go together, right? Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you, for we are one. I love you. Have a blessed day, and tune in tomorrow for step 3. Ciao for now.